Servus from the Pain Cave and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the full route recon for stage 3 of the Park Gravel series on Zwift, and this one is very interesting. We're heading to Makuri Islands for the Yumezi grid route, 19 kilometers total, 235 meters of elevation, 2 laps plus a lead in, and we will get the steamroller power up. But here's the catch, 50% of the loop is on gravel, the other 50% on tarmac. And that makes this race completely different because your equipment choice might decide the race before it even starts. So in this video, I'll take you through a full ride-through of the route and then we'll compare both setups so you can decide what works best for you. We are starting at the lap and finish banner. The lead-in starts around halfway of the loop. I'll show it to you once we get there. During the first lap, I'm riding a level 2 Cannondale Super X lap 71 gravel bike. We start the lap on tarmac, and if there wouldn't be the surface change, this would be pretty boring because the climbs we face are neither hard nor long. So the equipment choice will make this interesting, but it will also highly depend on how the race plays out. I'll tell you my idea later. And if you ask me, this is another fail by Zwift. We are doing a gravel series. Zwift wanted to promote the new virtual gravel bikes in this series, but for this route, chances are high that it will be better to be on a road bike. They could fix that easily by only allowing gravel bikes for gravel races as for TTs. But here we are, and we want to make the best out of it because we still love racing on Zwift. But not gonna lie, I was super excited for this racing series, but so far it was just disappointing. So meanwhile, we are already on the first gravel section here, down the forest here to the fishing village, and yeah, we have some very scenic landscape here to look at. And at this point, yeah, if you are on a gravel bike, you want to push the pace at the front, and if you are on a road bike, you just want to hold back and yeah, not do anything silly, because then we change here on tarmac again, and this is where you want to push on a road bike. Or I mean, on a road bike you can be comfortable because you will see it later, the final 1 kilometer is on tarmac, so on a road bike you should be pretty comfortable and you can wait for the sprint here. All right, so this is the start of the lead in. So remember that the first few kilometers of the race, they will be starting here until the lap banner that we started the video with. And so we start here on tarmac. We have like a false flat here with up to 3%. Not really tough. If they push it at the front, of course, you will suffer. That's for sure. And you can also make others suffer, of course, if you're strong, if you're like on the upper half of the group. We also have some wooden bridges. I didn't really see a big difference in terms of like what's the performance of the gravel bike and road bike. You will also see that later. But here on this section, the road bike is definitely having an advantage over the gravel bike. But then we'll turn left here and we are back on gravel. And yeah, if you see me looking at at the phone, I'm not actually staring at the camera, but on some notifications on my phone. But back to the route, we are reaching here the decisive climb. Probably it's 550 meters at an average of 4%. So again, nothing really crazy. And if you're doing a breakaway move here or attempt a breakaway, make sure to steer because it's very twisty and lots of turns here. So you can cut some corners. And yeah, again, like if you choose the gravel bike, make sure to push on these sections. And if you're on the road bike, you want to hold back because you will definitely suffer more if you're not on a gravel bike here. It's not over yet. We still have like 1 or 2% here until we reach the end of this longer climb that is kind of separated in, I would say, 3 parts. We have that first part that I showed you. Then we have that like false flat section, and then the final 300 meters at an average of 5%. And this is a pretty tough kick, but again, it's super short. It's yeah, probably 30-40 seconds if we go at high speed in a big pack, and it should not be possible to make like huge separations here. So just make sure to stay in a graft, kick it over, show your best punch, and then you should be safe here. And yeah, with 900 meters to go, we reach tarmac again. So this is also very crucial. The final 900 meters are on tarmac, and this will definitely be favoring road bikes, so that's for sure. We turn right here, and this is when 300 meters to the finish line. So at this moment you want to start your sprint. And yeah, also here, make sure if you're off the front, make sure to steer because it's still pretty twisty and there's a lot of time that you can win or lose here if you're not cutting the corners. All right, so this was one lap of the Yumezi grid. So for the second lap, I'm riding a level 5 Specialized S-Works Tarmac SL8 with disc wheels, my fastest possible setup. Let's see if we're actually faster on a road bike, because major part of this route is on tarmac and the gravel sections are not too long and the gravel climbs are also not too hard, as you could just see before. We do the same route again. You can also see my ghost here, and you can see we already got a gap of 15-16 seconds here on that first 1.2 kilometers on tarmac, and this is already favoring the road bike by a huge margin here. Then we are on gravel, and you can see that I am making up some time at this moment. Let's see how much we will make up during that section here on the gravel bike. We are down to 8 seconds now, so that was 7 seconds faster on the gravel bike. I'm trying to do about the same pace also here, trying to get out of the saddle and pushing the same watts. I mean, good thing is I can already almost always see what I was doing in my other lap, so I'm trying to push a bit harder on the climbs, trying to take it a bit more easy on the downhills to really have a good comparison between a gravel setup and the road bike setup. I also took into consideration, so just a short break here, 12 seconds ahead here after another tarmac section. So I took into consideration that most of you have a road bike setup on level 5. That's why I'm also here now on level 5 bike, while as most of you don't have a gravel bike at like level 1 or even level 2. So that's why I chose like a gravel bike that is only on level 2, while as I chose a road bike on level 5, because that's what most of you should have to see a best comparison. All right, so now you can see my ghost is overtaking me. So at this point, the gravel bike is faster. You can also see Gerben joined me here, expecting me to be at the Stoneway sprint, but I was not there yet. So yeah, 6.1 kilometers into the loop, we are 1 second behind. The ghost is ahead, but we still got that final part. And yeah, end of the gravel section, we are 3 seconds behind. And I'm trying to make up some time now. I'm still keeping the same power as with the gravel setup. And now you can see I am faster. And this is also my conclusion. The road bike is faster. So you basically have two options: go full gravel setup and try to make the difference on the gravel climbs, or go road bike and aim to survive, then take advantage on the paved sections and final sprint. There's no clear right answer. It depends on your strategy, your strengths, and how your race plays out. Since I hope this ends in a sprint and the hills are too short and not too hard, I will use a road bike setup. Hopefully I'll stay with the front, and then I'm on the best possible setup for a mass sprint. If you want to play your cards on the gravel sections, use one of these gravel bikes on screen, or if you have another frame on level 3 or higher, go for that one. Your road setup should be all about aero. The climbs are all draftable, and in a big pack, speeds will be high, so aero will be key. Alright, so that's stage 3, Yumezi grid. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. It really helps the channel grow. And now the big question: what bike are you going for, road or gravel? Good luck for stage 3. See you out there. Cheers and ride on.
Remember to subscribe.